many years, some of you down for a few years, some of you just during the Merford ride. But I feel like I'm going to know you for a long time. And so the reason I call this celebration of, Josh, help me out. We call this celebration of fans of Merford was I want to celebrate you tonight. So, and having said that, there's some in this room that I'm going to ask to just share a little bit about their artistry, and but I want to thank Josh and Hannah again for this incredible walk. The use of this loft, this is artist loft. There's student artists that you have to apply, and you get to live here for a pretty good deal. But Josh, we're going to start with me. We're going to end with Josh. And 2 years ago, Josh and I actually met for the first time when my wife and some others got on the bus and went down to Selma. You know, we went down and we kind of go back into history. Where the civil rights movement had roots, where the civil rights movement had in America its deepest roots in Selma. And so we got on a bus and went down to Selma, and here's this guy following us around with a camera. And then we went into a church later that night, and here he's behind the podium playing guitar, leading worship. And Hannah was on that bus with us. Hannah, where are you?
She just left.
Okay. And little did we know when we would come back from St. Louis that Josh would follow Hannah back here. and they fell in love and they live here. They're newlyweds. So she, and so he started following me around Ferguson a couple of years ago, taking pictures. And they were doing he and Jonathan Tremaine Thomas were doing a documentary, Meet Me in Ferguson. Yeah. And I remember at the time, Josh, I remember him looking at me, looking at JT, looking at JT, goes, you know, we should just do a film about Phil and Merford. And at the time, I thought, that's a nice thought, you know, but they were interviewing a lot, you know, of other people that had some strong influence in the city, trying to come out under what it once was and what it could be. And so I just happened to be one of those people painting for peace on the Bible. And I could start there at Painting for Peace, but I'll start back to where, this is interesting. I don't know if AJ is here tonight, but AJ is going to host me for a month in his St. Louis Underground Gallery. Okay? And he has a lot of graphers as customers who buy his paint. I don't know if you know what graphers are. They're graffiti artists. And I saw a thread, a comment the other night, and someone said, what are you doing having Merford there? He's not a grapher. You know, the guy paints over other people's blank. You know, and you know, I get that a lot from these guys. But you know, I painted over 3. One of them they don't know about. It was in Ferguson when we were doing the Paint for Peace, and 3 guys from Chicago had painted this big, ugly. It was a great art job, but it was a real nasty-looking monster beast, saying, "What did you expect?" And so, like, I stopped there one night, and I'm like, dudes, I'm not the paint police, but like, if you look up and down the street, there's themes of peace, and hope, and justice. You know, they go, look, man, art's in the brain of the beholder, right? Well, they got in their car and left, and the lady, the beautician on Ferguson, came out, looked at it, and she screamed. And I was holding a Merford poster in my hand, and she had never seen Merford before. She said, I want him on there, I want him on there. I said, let's wait till they go back to Chicago. so someone did paint over white, got a hold of me. And I didn't actually paint over it. Someone painted white and said, I got an open canvas. The other 2 times I painted over anybody else's blank was Morgan Ford and Chippewa with my daughter and son just left. There was a big, huge billboard, you know, almost the size of this wall, and it was the Lowdowns. Anyone from LD here tonight? Okay, that's good.